Join us and our crew on our adventures as we explore the amazing world around us. Welcome to our boat and home, Sea Venture. We hope your time with us is both entertaining and inspiring.
The time has come. Everything is done in Everett. It's time to head south and leave Everett for the last time for the foreseeable future. We got to go drop our car off, walk across the brand new bridge going to the marina complex, and prepare ourselves for the great journey south. Hey, it's August 31st. It is what time? 11:30 in the morning. Yeah. We are in the slip in Everett and pulling out of the slip for San Francisco. Actually, just Port Townsend, 5 hours away, where we'll spend tonight, and then early tomorrow morning head off to San Francisco with another quick stop in Port Angeles for fuel. And then we'll actually be on our way nonstop. Weather dependent, so we'll see.
This is the last time Sea Venture will be in Everett for a very long time, so it's little bit kind of holy moly. Here we go. We're really going to do this.
I think we're working our way toward Mexico for at least a few years down there. So we'll see. But first, we got to get out of Everett.
Out of the slip.
All right.
So we're off. We've left the harbor in Everett for the final time for a while, and it's been home to us for a long, long time. And now we are heading south with no plans to bring her north for a good while. Let the adventure begin. Woohoo!
We stopped in Port Townsend for the evening. It gave us a chance to decompress, double check that weather for going down the coast, say goodbye to all our friends in Port Townsend, and just relax a little bit before we begin our passage. Directly in front of us at the dock is St. Clair, a 62 Nordhaven owned by Phil and Claire, friends of ours. They're going to buddy boat with us down to San Francisco, which should just be great.
We're leaving Port Townsend. The sun is just starting to come up as we enter the east entrance to the Strait of Juan de Fuca. little breezy, but nice. Beautiful water out here. It is 10:15 and we're just approaching Port Angeles, where we're going to fuel up before we continue on. The sun's coming out. Looks like it's going to be a great day. Here we go.
Fueling up in Port Angeles, taking on 900 gallons.
All right, on our way.
Continuing our voyage, just headed to Nia Bay for the night. Rosie's sitting up here with us in the pilot house, reading about anchorages and stuff to do in San Francisco Bay.
Anchorages.
Anchorages. It's gotten a little foggy off in the distance, but and a little lumpier, but we only have about 50 more minutes into Nia Bay. Current winds are about 24 knots on the stern. How about that out here? I think it's just the afternoon stuff. It's always weird to be in wind and fog at the same time though, but here we are doing really well. Our last night at anchor before heading off to San Francisco.
It's 7 p.m. and we finished our trip through the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and we are now just entering Nia Bay, where we are going to anchor for the evening. We had a big fog bank we just went through, but it's opened up in here, so that is really sweet. Now we'll go find ourselves a place to drop the hook. We are in Nia Bay. It's the morning of the 2nd. The bay was packed with boats last night, so a lot of folks were here, whether they're fishing or transiting. This is the little island and the road that, or the berm, whatever road that was created to create this anchorage, this great anchorage. And the islands you see, or the mountains you see in the distance, is Vancouver Island. And off that direction is the Pacific. Hey everyone, we are in Nia Bay. It is the morning of the
Second.
Woo! And today is the day that we go around the corner and make the big left turn. So we're getting pretty excited. We're going to take off around noonish is our targeted plan. And
3 days, 21 hours. Hopefully we'll be cruising under the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah. So,
weather and engines permitting.
yes, if everything goes our way, we'll be heading under the Golden Gate Bridge in just a few days. So at any rate, we're going to share with you how it looks. But right now, we're getting excited to get going. All right, we're pulling up the anchor in Nia Bay. Looks like the sun is out and there's no fog at the moment. We about got the anchor up. We have a buddy boat, St. Clair over there, a 62 Nordhaven, and they are going to join us on this passage. They were kind of a last minute ad, but it looks like the anchor is up. Time to go, Jim?
Time to go.
All right. All right, we're leaving Nia Bay. This is the view out the window. It's a beautiful day. It looks like a great start to our trip. Okay, Jim, pay attention. What do you think?
Wow, we're on our way to San Francisco. That is cool. Something that has been in the back of our mind for the radio works.
Yep,
Something that's been in the back of our mind for a decade.
At least as long as we've had Sea Venture.
Oh, at the front of our mind for 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of exciting, a little bit scary.
So we'll check back in 24 hours and see if we regret this.
It'll be fine. I'm talking myself into it. It'll be fine. St. Clair off of Nia Bay. Just off of Nia Bay, getting ready to make that left turn, and it was time to put the fish in the water. And it's kind of cool that you can see them through the water. They look kind of emerald green down there. And here is Tatoosh Island and Cape Flattery. What a beautiful day. And our buddy boat is St. Clair for this journey. And we're heading out. Here's a beautiful view of Tatoosh Island that we're rounding to make the big left turn. We got ourselves into a fair bit of current here. But we'll plug along through it and keep on going.
Completed the left turn. Next course change, 2 days, 13 hours out. Headed at about 165 degrees. South towards San Francisco, headed down the Washington coast. Thursday, 6:40 p.m. Our first day at sea, all is going really well. We're off the Washington coast somewhere. Just great conditions, having a great time. This is our predict wind modeling. We're starting up here, San Francisco down here. Let's start with a wind map. This is what we're expecting to see on our trip. At least this is the forecast. The little boat you see moving is us. Right at the beginning part of the no wind. Trying to work that little pocket around Cape Mendocino and into San Francisco. And then if we take the same model and come back and switch it to a wave map. Remember, purple is no waves, blue is less, orange is more. So we're trying to stay in the purple. Again, we're just a little bit ahead there, but now We're in the thick of the best, and trying to find that moment around Cape Mendocino again in Northern California, where it's as good as we can hope going into San Francisco. So that's the model we're using. That's what we're hoping for. We'll see how it goes. If we look at the summary tables, I know that's a whole lot of numbers we get to look at here that we can look at from our end. We're looking at 6 different models. Average wind about 10 to 15 knots, which is about what we're experiencing now. Seas, 3/4 of the time under a meter. The rest of the time between 1 and 2 meters. So that's pretty good. So that's the forecast. Now we'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out on this trip. All right, it's dinner time.
Yes.
In the pilot house. So it's something we're doing different on this passage than we've done in the past. We're making a point to have dinner together. So that's what we're doing. So dinner tonight is shrimp scampi and linguine, salad with ranch dressing, and some
Gorgon salad,
cucumber salad. And
yes.
Rosie is sitting on a little stool because her seat is occupied, the other seat. And I happen to be on watch night right now, so I get the benefit of the helm chair. Oh wow.
We'll see how these progress. They may get worse, they may get better. We'll see how the day goes, and the passage goes, and share as we go along.
Yeah, so far so good. 647 miles to go though. A little ways.
Our first sunset on the Pacific. Good morning. It's about 3:30 in the morning, our first night of our passage of 4 nights that we will have. We're about 580 miles or so from our destination. Right now we're sitting about 40 miles off of the Columbia Bar area. So we're approaching the Washington-Oregon border, and the seas have settled out pretty good. Hi, Barkley. Come up to see what's going on. Come say hi. There you go. The seas have settled out nicely, and yeah, not too much wind, maybe 3 or 4 knots of wind. It's really a fairly comfortable ride, but it's very dark out. But other than that, it's a beautiful starry night. Looking outside, it's amazing, all the stars you can see out here. And there's a good bit of phosphorescence on the fish. I tried to film it, but I don't think it turned out at all. But everywhere where the fish goes into the water, there's a kind of a white wash behind it, so that's kind of cool to see. Yeah, I think that's about it. So we'll just keep continuing on and give you another update in a few hours.
Thanks for watching. Join us next time as we continue our journey down the Pacific coast. Until then, wishing you no wind and flat seas.